Getting away to stretch there.
All bags brought into the stadium are subject to inspection and confiscation. Guests are urged to enter the facility carrying the fewest items possible.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Ready, let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. We'll remind you once again, coming up at halftime, we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He's got stats and scores from around the NFL as we wrap up the first month of the season.
No longer is he a rookie, the coach, a true veteran now.
A crafty veteran. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Winston. He's got Evans.
Yeah, baby.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Strong right.
Jameis again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
3 down.
Now Winston. And a catch right side by Evans.
Yeah, baby.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Please remember that guests may inquire about lost items at any point during the game. At the guest service.
Jameis now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Key to tight end.
To throw is Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Come on, guys. We got this.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Winston now throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. 5 on the 50.
Throwing, Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 5. And it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open